that meant a lot to me. And here we go, episode 15, Jovanna, Nirvana, Valdez. What's up, Jovi? How you doing?
Hi, everybody.
In Texas born, so tell me about that.
Yes, so I was born in a small town, Eagle Pass, Texas. It's a southern town, about 2.5 hours from San Antonio. And then when my mom started college, we came out here in 92, I believe. She graduated from CU in 94, and we moved back to Texas. But Colorado was home, so we're back. Had a career out in Texas. So how was your experience in a different state?
Oh, great question. I had so much fun going down to Austin. That's a beautiful city in Texas within it. They have so many people there that treated me very well, and I'll always remember that experience down there. That meant a lot to me, that coming in as a Colorado person, they treated me just like I was from Texas. Notice that you talked about your mother and father. Tell me about what did they mean to you in your life?
Yes, so my mom is my idol. There's 7 of them total, brothers and sisters. My mom's somewhere in the middle. And growing up, my mom was actually a migrant worker. And she wanted to break that cycle. So she was the first to break the cycle, enter marriage, go to college, and get a college degree. So big shoes to fill, but still she works with the county every day with the community. And I'm working with the community and with the county too. So it's been great.
Aw. Tell me about father though. He impacted as well.
Yes, my dad doesn't even have a high school diploma, but he does welding and he does mechanical work. So he works on big machines. So he has, and he honestly worked the night shift to help my mom get her education. So he actually was the one there dropping me off and getting me to school so my mom can get educated, and he was a huge support system. How have you used your skill, your knowledge of the game, your love for the game, and had a positive impact on those around you when it comes to baseball?
Wow, I really like that one. I think as a teacher, before I was a baseball player, after college, I was able to learn how to impact kids in that regard. So when I became a baseball player, I understood to take those little opportunities to give those kids moments to sign their baseball or to give them a picture, show them a little bit of love.
Something I do admire about you is you haven't lost touch with your roots. You always do a shout out to your hometown, and that shows that you, through your adventure, through your opportunity, you're still so humble.
What about your experience as an athlete and a soccer player especially?
Yeah, so I started playing soccer when I was 4 years old. And I played on club teams, and that's the way I traveled. So that's what got me out of Colorado. So I've been to Tennessee, I've been to California, I've been to a bunch of different states just to play soccer.
You're a great person in life that looks out for you and has a great family as well. Tell me about your husband.
My husband, I started dating him in high school. I was 17. Our anniversary is next week. We've been together for 19 years, and we have one daughter, a 13-year-old. But yeah, he's my high school sweetheart. We're still married. He works for the city of Longmont. He maintains parks and open space. So he was really, really thrilled about me coming on your podcast today.
What do you love about their as a parent?
So as a woman, a lot of the time, and not always, but parenting, I feel, falls a lot on the mom. And dads usually focus on the financial stability of the family. So my brother is unlike that completely. So he has a daughter. Her name is Layla. And he is like 50-50 with mom. So he's in that little girl's life. He is raising that little girl. He is loving being a dad. And he, at one point in this life, he said he didn't want to be a parent. So he has really put her first in everything and is an amazing father. My sister she has 2 babies. So she's got 2 little girls. The oldest is Lana, and the youngest is Eliana. So Ellie just turned 1, and Lana is now 4. She just had a birthday last week. And my sister has been blessed. She's a stay-at-home mommy. So she gets to have every moment at home with her babies. And she's loving it. I mean, and she's got 2 girls. And my sister's always been about hair and nails and manis and petties. So she's always been the girly one.
Attribute come within you?
So I am the oldest. So my dad always wanted a boy. So because I was the oldest, I got thrown into all the sports. And also, I'm from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I lived on a farm, a really, really teeny tiny town. So we had to tend to chickens and goats and horses and pigs. So I guess that's kind of what made me more of a tomboy, because I like to be out getting dirty, running around with my cousins. And my dad's really competitive. So he was more of a support for my brother, whereas me, he was more of a pusher. So I think that was the only difference, but he expected the best from us both. And whenever, I don't know if you remember this from high school and Eloy wrestling with you, we were never allowed to quit. My mom always was the kind, you did great, or she was always the more positive one. So it was good because it was a balance, because I didn't get too shut down by my dad, because then my mom would bring light to the situation and would, Johnny, you're so hard and this and that. And, so yes, my mom was definitely like our backbone, and my brother is a mama's boy.
Did you not invite someone to play in sports with you growing up, or how come she did not get into that?
So Rosanna was always beautiful, she never wanted to get hurt. She never wanted to get hit. Honestly, even discipline-wise, I would get spanked or the belt, and they just had to yell at my sister. And with a yell, her feelings would get so hurt. So she did play. I did invite her to play soccer on a indoor team, and she did play, and she was an amazing defender. I was young when I found out I was pregnant. So I was 21, and I had my daughter at the age of 22. So during the time that I found out I was pregnant, my mom was very supportive about, the pregnancy and letting me know that she'd be there to support me. My dad, on the other hand, it was a huge disappointment. So I'm glad that I decided to keep with my pregnancy and have my daughter. She is my life. She is my world, my number one. Just watching her grow up from this baby to she's now a teenager. She'll be in high school next year.
Wow.
So just being able to be a mom and teach her, ways and goals and how to be a good person and how to treat other people and how to see her interact with people as a little human and in our community has been just so amazing.
Young girls, or even just any females out there?
So that's a really good question. Having a teenage daughter, there's bullies, and children and preteens, boys and girls alike, are so fixated on their appearance. And what I tell my daughter is, beyond beauty, because beauty does run out. Handsome does run out. We all age. But you have to have the same beauty on the inside as you do on the outside.
Sound from her to you to your daughter.
My mom is my best friend. She's my rock. I absolutely love her. I want to be just like her. And I want to have a similar relationship with my daughter that I had growing up with my mom. And so far, so good. I think I'm on the right path. But just, she was my best friend. So when I go out to parties, I'd come home and she was there, ready to hear my stories. And I was ready to share my stories with her. So we were always so very close. And so my daughter's in middle school. She's had a few school dances and, you know, and she comes to me and she lets me know like what's going on at school. So that's a great thing to continue. Long life relationships are great. So huge shout out to him.
There it is. Episode 15. Jovanna Nirvana Valdez.